Well, welcome back to another Wednesday review from you boys at the Buffalo Happy Hour. Today we have Tommyrotter Gin, brought to you by our sponsor, Eddie. Michael, say the sponsor.
Eddie's, thank you so much for your continued partnership/sponsorship. Located on Transit Road in Williamsville, you guys have a massive selection, in-house wine sommelier, and a number of different fantastic things to choose from, including this Tommyrotter Gin. Tommyrotter is a local Buffalo spirit that has all the different options for you to enjoy, and we are excited to review this one. So, Addie, thank you so much for your continued partnership/sponsorship. And then if you are new, just remember that Addie's does have an in-house wine sommelier, a knowledgeable staff, and they can ship products right to your door to ensure that you have everything you need in the event that you live in New York State. So, Addie's, thank you so much. Tommyrotter, thank you for this wonderful option to be purchased at stores. So, your continued craftsmanship is preferred. And also, shout out to Tommyrotter for Whiskey Riot.
For sure. So this gin is their cask strength barrel bourbon, or Bourbon Barrel Gin, 61% alcohol, 122 proof. And it's got a cool little green label on it, getting right into label branding. Cool little green label with the bourbon cask right there as well. Which is sweet. This got 95 points and the Chairman's Trophy of the 2019 Ultimate Spirits Challenge. It
16.
won, what?
2016.
No, 2019. Don't mess with me. 2016 Double Gold and 2016 Best Flavored Gin at the New York World Spirits Competition. And, the truth is inside, the bottle says, and we will figure that out right now. Label branding, what are you giving it, friend?
I actually like their packaging a lot. It's ideal for bars when it comes to shelf space. So Tommyrotter, nice job on that. They also have a not over-the-top label by any means, so it's really easy to read. It's easy to point out and be like, oh, they're Buffalo. I know that. So nice job on that point. I would say
I really like...
We got a wood cork too.
How that's imprinted on the top.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, too.
So I'm at an A+ check.
I'll go A+. I agree. All right, let's pour this bad boy out, huh?
Give her the good old nose. If you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe while Derek enjoys the pouring aspect. But we always do label branding, nose, initial taste, any note, final rating, and our new segment, which is, would you have this in your personal collection?
So for all of y'all that are used to us recording this content, this is going to be our last whiskey, or actually review, on this channel. If you're looking forward to additional content, mostly whiskey, obviously we'll throw a gin in there every so often, but if you are looking for a place for other reviews, go head over to our second channel where it's only solely based off of whiskey and spirits reviews. That is called BHH, or Whiskey Talk with BHH. It'll be linked in the description down below, and you can go subscribe there, and then you'll have all of our reviews and whiskey spirits related content in one place. So Whiskey Talk at BHH. So nose.
Ooh, that's a gin, brother.
Sure is a gin. That comes out hot.
Very hot. You're getting the floral.
Very florally. And you're getting this, like,
oh, goodness gracious,
lavender, cinnamon, eucalyptus note.
Yes, and it travels literally all three of those, and it literally travels through your sinus cavity, out of your mouth. You feel like a dragon from Game of Thrones when you smell this, because with your mouth open, because you're literally just sending the flames from there.
There's a little bit of like an aloe hint too to it.
Yeah.
Like a minty aloe-ness.
Yeah, the mint for sure, and then the aloe on the back end, I guess, does make sense for the nose.
Oddly, I'm not really getting a ton of bourbon notes. Like, I guess you can kind of say honey, but I feel like that's more aloe to me.
100%. This is definitely a gin.
Nose, I'm going to go B-check.
B-check I'm okay with. It's it's like a profound, strong nose.
Yeah. It's very, very florally.
Yeah.
All right, B-check. I agree. Initial taste?
I agree. Initial taste is almost perfumey.
Very perfumey.
This would make amazing cocktails. I understand why it did so well in competitions, though, because it's so profound with its nose and tasting notes of a stereotypical gin. Like, hey, we want A, B, and C. They hammered that. They did a really, really good job ensuring that any drinker knows, hey, this is a gin. This is where we're at. Initial taste for me,
I'm getting a lot of ginger in this initial taste, which is really interesting because I don't normally get that in gin.
with some cinnamon touch.
And like a little clove.
Okay. I'm still B+.
It's different for me than other gins, I feel like. This is what I like about this gin is it's barrel aged, but it's not overly barrel aged. You know,
No,
like
this
this isn't coming out as, oh, this is a gin aged in a barrel. This is a more well-rounded and different notes that you would expect from a gin. I like that.
Yeah, this punches you in the face.
Yeah.
B+, initial taste?
I agree.
I agree.
I knew if I just swallowed at that point, it would go down square.
You
So I had
can't
to
have a
wait.
square swallow.
No, cannot have a square swallow. What?
Max taught me that.
All right.
Pause.
Whoa. So ending note. What do you get on the ending note?
The cinnamon and ginger linger.
Yeah.
And I think the most out of everything about this.
the honey and the vanilla, too, are kind of pretty predominant on that real end.
The bourbon is on the ending note.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on the initial taste. It's gin first and then bourbon second. And I like how they did that. I don't know how they did that, but they did that.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they were able to split the two really makes this stand out compared to other gin options. Ending note for me,
I'm going to go B check again.
B check I'm okay with, yeah, because we were B+ for the initial taste. For me, it's there's almost no hug.
Yeah.
It just kind of dissipates. There's really no ethanol for being as hot as it is. Again, nice job. I don't know how you did that. And
It kind of makes your lips a little tingle a little bit.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the alcohol is just sitting right in the first part of your mouth. For me.
And it tingles your gums.
Yeah.
This is so, I don't know. To me, it's unique. It's much different from other local Buffalo options.
It's much different than other local or any gin, too, that I've had. I feel like Tommyrotter did this really well to where, and I'll keep saying this because bourbon barrel-aged products are coming out left and right, you know, and it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, this is barrel-aged. I know what I'm going to get. It's going to be very bourbon focused. There's going to be honey, vanilla, caramel, traditional bourbon notes with a little bit of hint of gin. But this one really put the bourbon on the back, which I like because you're not getting all those bourbon notes. It's more like here's a different way to enjoy gin, which I think is a really important distinction with this product.
That's fair. That's a really good point. And I do agree. I agree.
I agree. All right. So final rating for Tommyrotter cask strength bourbon barrel gin.
Derek, give me that countdown.
3, 2, 1. 87.
88.5?
Nope.
89.
Nope.
89.5?
There you go.
Wow. Math. I like this.
Yeah.
I really do. And I think that it would make unbelievable cocktails. So last question, would you have this?
What is the price on this? We don't know a price. Let me look it up on that.
Not yet. So while you look up the price on the Eddie's website, would you have this in your collection?
I think it all depends on the price for me.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, I shouldn't say all depends on the price because at the bottom of it, everything depends on the price. If even your favorite whiskey is priced astronomically expensive, you're not going to want it.
So here's a question. Belvini 14 year, $200.
Probably not, to be honest. I can't find this.
At Eddie's?
Yeah.
On the wrap? They have some bottles that are in store that aren't on the app.
Tommyrotter
Which
Bourbon Barrel Gin. Okay, so $44.99. Okay, so that's
$45?
$45 for this. In that situation, yes, I would have this on the shelf.
Same.
If this was $70, no.
That's where you cut it. $70?
Yeah. So $70, I think, is where I would cut this.
So if this is $59.99, you're buying it? Because in New York State, you're at like $63, $64.
I mean, I think I'd have to have it in a cocktail first to make that decision. But $65 is a lot to spend on something to put in a cocktail.
Favorite gin cocktail? I agree with that point too. At a certain price point, I'm not putting anything in a cocktail. Right. There's some whiskey options that are, $60, $70. I'm not putting in. High West malted rye. I'm not putting that in a cocktail.
Right.
That's got to be neat. I'm not going to make a Manhattan with that. It's $60 a bottle. I'm not doing it. For this, I could drink this straight.
Yeah.
And it's 122 proof. Or yeah, it's 122 proof. Do I really need this in a cocktail?
Right.
Am I trying to forget the fact that I just got divorced? You know?
You didn't get divorced, just so you know.
I'm happily married. But, is that
To me.
respect? But is that, you know what I mean? 122 proof cocktail. My goodness, how bad was your week?
So $45 is this going on your shelf too?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
This is a good gin.
This is a good gin. I like this. I like this better than most gins that I've tried so far.
I mean, Mr. Finnan over there is doing some good stuff.
He sure does. So thank you everybody for joining us for today's review of Tommyrotter Gin. This beautiful little product right here, cask strength Bourbon Barrel Gin. If you like these type of reviews, make sure you head over to our new channel because starting next week, it's all going to be there. So Whiskey Talk with BHH, we will link it in the description down below. And join us next week as we review some other whiskey products, most likely going to go on a run of some whiskey stuff because I feel like we haven't done that in a while. The last 3 have been non-whiskey.
We gotta play catch up.
So go over there, subscribe, and check us out over there. And if you did pick this up, it is 122 proof, so please remember to always drink responsibly in person. And Michael,
Do not litter.
we're out.